This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, City of Tyler employees. I'm going to do a quick webinar to walk through how to enroll for your 2019 employee benefits for the City of Tyler. Everyone received a how to enroll form in your packet, and we're just going to walk through it really quickly in case somebody wants a little more instruction on how to get through the registration process. So we'll click on this form here. It'll take us to the enrollment process. You'll see right now it's just a Health First login, and we'll get to the City of Tyler. You'll know that you have the right information as soon as we start walking through it. As it said in the packet or on your form, everyone will have to go to the new user registration. This will be the link now after you register that all of 2019 that you can log in to see all of your eligibility information, your deductibles, dependents, in any of your information about your claims will be from this site. So we go to register. Now I'm going to register as somebody that's never been under employee benefits before. If you had benefits last year, when you go to do this first page, you still have to walk through this part, but you'll see once you get down through the process that your dependent information and what you elected last year will be on the site. Everyone will go through these first couple of pages. So under user type, pick employee, and then your group number is on your ID card. It's also on the how to enroll form, but I'm going to share it right now. It's 0070053. And you'll see right here to the right, it says City of Tyler, so you know you have the right group. And this is a CAPTCHA, right? It's just to make sure that a computer is not filling out the form. And so I'm going to type in the CAPTCHA as I see it. If for some reason you can't read it, just click Change Image, and then enter your Social Security number. Now, I'm going to use a fake Social Security number, but you will obviously use your Social Security number, and then I'm going to hit Next. If you were registered last year, it will tell you that you're already in the system, and it will say your name, but since I'm registering as a new user, it's just telling you my Social Security now. Everybody will have to pick a new username. So I'm going to say P. Smith, and pick a password that you can, that has both numbers, letters, and a special character along with a capital. Remember, this is your patient information, so you want this to be a secure password. And as a matter of fact, if I didn't have enough characters or numbers, it would not let me go forward. So I'm going to pick the name Pam and Smith. And then I'm going to pick a date of birth and my gender. You'll see right here that the items with the blue diamond are required. Now I'm going to actually change this. And when you go down to pick a reset password setting, pick something that you'll remember. Second question, pick my favorite pet, dog. That's not the, oh, I did not do that email right. Okay, and then I'm going to go to next. When we get to the next page, it's going to ask, I do have to verify some stuff, but this again is telling me, well, hello, Pam Smith, I'm a new employee. And the next page is going to ask me for my corporate code. New enrollees will have to enter the corporate code, again, 7005318. This is on your how to enroll form, and the HR department will give you that corporate code as well. I'm still going to have to come back and verify some information here, my birth date, am I already covered under Medicare, No, I'm going to go ahead and pick on the CEO. The date of hire, let's pick 7/31/2018, and asking me family information, because I will have to declare whether my spouse is employed, and everyone will have to do a coordination of benefits this year. Let's pick the 3rd of December as a marriage date, and then the spouse's birth date. Now we get to the City of Tyler page. You'll see, and it's really important here, it's in red, that all employees must complete a coordination of benefits form. And this is really to, if your spouse is covered, to make sure that the spouse, if they have insurance, if that's the primary insurance, and then if they're covered, if they're still covered, if you let coverage for them, that's a secondary insurance. And so we have to have all that information. And then all employees with dependents must complete the online verification of the dependent form. And I'll show you where these forms are, and we'll walk through a couple of those in just a minute. So as you see here, I'm going to pick the first one. I'm going to select that I'm not a retiree now. And then under medical coverage, I'm going to participate. And then when I select participate, it comes up with the 4 options I have. Just me and myself, to cover myself, it's $55 per month. And the other costs related to covering my family, or just myself and my children or spouse. I'm going to go ahead and pick employee and family. And you'll see over here on the right-hand side that it starts to add up my selections as I walk through. Short-term disability is only, if I opt into that, the only option is for me as an employee, $15 a month. On dental enrollment, I'm going to say participate, and I'm going to go ahead and pick employee and family. And then on vision, I have 2 plans, a gold 100 or gold 150. I'm going to pick the gold 150, employee and family. Now you'll see that it added up all of my deductions here at $480.90 per month if I cover my family for everything, and I choose short-term disability. Now, the one thing that will not be included up in this estimate here is if I go to select the Section 125 enrollment. That is your flexible spending. And again, those selections are a good option because you aren't taxed on that money. So it actually does really change what your taxable income is. So on the healthcare reimbursement, if I participate here, your maximum annual deduction is $2,600. So I'm just going to put it in as $2,600, and I'm going to say yes, I do want that election. And you'll see it doesn't just add it automatically up here, and it tells you down here as well that the Section 125 is not included in this here, in this estimated amount, but it will be on your paycheck. Okay, so on the dependent care, I'm going to say yes, I want to participate. And for a married couple filing jointly, your max annual limit is $5,000. I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. Again, great option, because now off of my yearly income, $7,600 will not be taxed in income. That's a great bonus. So, and then yes, and I want automatic enrollment. So then I go to next. Now this is where I can add my dependents. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say my first dependent is my child. I'm going to say that's Jennifer Smith, and date of birth 7/14/08. I do need a Social Security, and relationship is a child, and female, not covered. Okay, and then I'm going to add a spouse. I'm going to say that is my first dependent and my spouse. I'm going to say Bob Smith. Oops, I only need the first name here. Last name is Smith. birth is already in there because I selected it at the first time. Let's put that in there, right, as my spouse, and male, not covered. Okay, so now I've added my spouse and dependent, and so I can hit next. And then I'm going to go back and make sure I select them. It's just going to ask me again. Medical plan, yes, I have Bob and I have Jennifer. Dental, yes, I wanted them both. Yes on the vision. Just making sure those selections are right. Now you're coming to your summary. So here's your new enrollment review before you hit select. It has my date of hire, my address, email, and then here are my selections. Yes, I participated. My medical monthly premiums are here. It's a deduction. I've opted into short-term disability and dental, vision, and it tells me, again, here's my total deduction, $480.90, without including this Section 125. So with the Section 125, you can obviously divide that by 12 and see what your monthly amounts are here. And then a summary on who is covered. And my spouse, Bob, is covered in medical, dental, and vision. And my child is covered in medical, dental, vision. And so now I'm going to hit submit. I'm going to go back over once I hit submit now. It's under review, but when I go to print my enrollment form, it gives me the summary all the way through, what we just walked through. And of course, by submitting that form, you hereby apply for coverage, which you're entitled, or you may be entitled under the terms of the plan, and that you attest under penalty of perjury that you have filled this out or assisted in filling out, and everything in your summary is true to the best of your knowledge. Okay, so there's your enrollment form you can print out. And now it's time to go back and fill out those online forms. So let's look at two. I'm not going to fill them out because you can walk through those, but here's your coordination of benefits. Everybody needs to do this. This is really for identification purposes. All of this must be provided. So you'll go back in and you'll fill all of that out, as you can see. And if you have attachments, you can add them here. And then you just hit submit, which is great because you don't have to worry about email or knowing who to email or what that looks like. You can also go back under online enrollment forms and go to your verification of dependent eligibility. And the fact that I'm a new enrollee and I've added my spouse and added my child, I have to have one of the verifications for eligibility. So here's a list of the documents allowed for verification: birth certificate, qualified medical child support order, marriage license, divorce decree, adoption papers, proof of income, tax deduction. So I fill all of this information out, of course. I'm not going to do that. You can walk through and do that. And here's another place for your attachments. And if you go to choose a file, it'll take you right to your computer, and you can pick a file from your computer, attach the file, and then close and submit. And again, those go directly to the HR department and then to Health First as well. So you don't have to worry about if you've submitted it. When you log back in, you can see that your status is still under review. It will go through and be okayed by the HR department and then come to Health First. And so you will be enrolled. As long as you start and finish and hit submit during the online enrollment period, you will be fine. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always call Health First, or you can always call the HR department and get more information. So we look forward to taking care of you this year. Please reach out if you have any questions. The Health First numbers on the back of your ID card. And we wish you health and happiness as this year begins. Thank you very much.